How's it going, everybody? It's about time to do another video. I know that. It's been a long time. Before I get into the meat of this video, I just want to tell you that I appreciate the donations, the contributions that some of you have sent. Some of you, and you know who you are, have been extremely generous. And you know who you are. But of course, the majority of people do not donate. And I think that given what has been happening to YouTube, controversial, alternative, truth needs to be eliminated by the Chosenites who rule over us. Eliminated from the prevailing point of view, which is part of cultural Marxism, social engineering, which is designed to crush everything that you stand for, everything you believe in, your whole moral fabric, your structure, your roots, your framework, the way you understand the world and yourself. It's designed to crush all of that and to be replaced with Marxism, if you want to give it a name. And within Marxism is where you're subjugated and you're turned into a slave. That's the purpose of it all. To take everything that to take basically your religion, and I don't mean in a traditional religious sense, but everything that your self and cultural and racial identity, take all that and rip it apart in front of you, in front of your eyes. Execute it. Eliminate it. Take it away from you. And to punish you if you do want to maintain it and preserve it and believe in it. Take away nothing less but your identity as to who you are and replace it with what they want you to believe that you are. They will give you a new identity. And that's exactly what's going on. You got propaganda coming at you 24/7 from every angle, and it's the same message, the same agenda, the same narrative. And I think a lot of this has gotten out of hand, and they're going to clamp down on it, which they have. It's a real threat to their Marxist rule. It's blasphemy in terms of the way they view it. It's a threat to their religion of Marxism, which needs to be eliminated, or if it's not, it needs to be punished severely. It's the same as what was happening in Soviet Union under any Marxist regime. Marxism is Judaism. You have to understand that. Once you understand that, you will connect the dots and you will see what your world is all about. They want our voices and they want our awareness neutralized. This is absolutely nothing new, and you're seeing it right here. It's kind of a microcosm right here on YouTube, but if you just go outside of YouTube, look at every cultural movement that's happening in your world today. You look at every political movement, you look at the direction that they want the world to go in, and you will see the macrocosm of their intentions. It's world domination, mass theft, and mass slavery. As simple as that. And they will get to it through silencing anybody who has awareness. And as you know, this channel is about awareness. The purpose of this channel is awareness. If you want to break it down to one word, distill it to one word, it is the word awareness. Awareness about everything. They want it all gone. So therefore, it's up to you to keep it going. So those of you who like this content, and those of you who want it to continue, because I'm trying to find very good justification as to what exactly am I doing on YouTube, and what am I getting out of it? Is it worth my time? I'm not good at doing videos, the technical aspect of it, so it takes me forever to do one. It takes me, because it's a lot of work. Shooting, finding the time, finding the privacy, doing all the research and the concepts, getting all the intellectual concepts together for you. All that takes a long time, and then the technical aspect of editing and uploading, and actually, I've got some footage now from other videos that I want to show as examples on this video. That's a tremendous amount of time. And these people that make a living, or used to make a living from YouTube, didn't last long. They're working around the clock, and I can definitely understand that. It's not an easy task in this day of Marxist censorship, infiltration, and definitely persecution. It's all coming. It's all here. Not that it's coming. It's all here. It's just going to get worse and worse. If you want to know what it's going to be like, simply go back 50 years, go back 30 years even, right? And study the Soviet Union and see how people were treated there, and see how people were basically genocided there. Study the type of society that the Chosenites had created to maintain their absolute totalitarian rule over anyone else who was not a Chosenite. The Chosenites and their accomplices. Their accomplices are very dangerous. And YouTube is full of Jew accomplices, Marxist accomplices. Look around. There's many of them right here on YouTube. There are many who are just simply ignorant, uneducated individuals, and they simply don't have the awareness that this channel is attempting to teach. And therefore, sadly and very destructively, they are indirectly, maybe unknowingly, advancing the Chosenite agenda against themselves, against their own kind. It's very sad to see what ignorance breeds. But there's many others with millions of subscribers, 5 million, 10 million, 3 million subscribers or more, who are specifically placed here to re-educate you. The propaganda, you're being bombarded with propaganda constantly, day after day, just boom, 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 boom. I hope you're not a moviegoer. I hope you're not a television watcher, because all you're getting is boom, 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 where they're beating your brain to mush. So that's why there's a few voices here on YouTube. Only a very few truthful voices on YouTube who are going to tell you exactly what is happening. And they're very valuable. And they're so rare. You're not getting the full information. You're being withheld the information on purpose. Mostly on purpose, and many are withholding their own information from you because of fear. There's tremendous fear of the Chosenites. They own the legal system. They own your livelihood. They will attack you from every angle. So that's why you are living in a world of lies. The lies of the Chosenites. And that's why you're ignorant. And when you hear something that's truthful, you freak out. You go, oh my God, what the hell is this? Because it's something that comes to you unprepared. You're unprepared for it. You don't have the information. You don't have the education. You don't have the awareness. So there's only a few voices that are going to give you this. A few brave voices who are going to make you see everything from above. And it becomes totally clear to you. And then you go back in your life and you're going to be able to put the dots together, and you're going to connect the dots, and you're going to say, wow, now I understand why everything is happening, or was happening, and is happening, and will be happening the way it does. It all makes sense to me now. I have understanding. And it's not pretty. The Chosenites own YouTube, along with every other and all other type of media, mass media, by design, by intent, unfortunately. So we are beleaguered, and we are absolutely open to persecution, vulnerable to persecution at any time, all the time. So it's up to you to keep truth going and awareness going, awareness alive. No view will be allowed which is contrary to the regime, because the regime is afraid and they want to maintain their power. So remember that. And then there are some that have tremendous amount of money behind them to push the rhetoric, to push the agenda, the anti-white narrative that you have all around you. And it's all fabricated. Everything is fabricated. You live in a world of lies. That's what you have to understand. You live in the world of lies. And everything is designed to shape your mind, to indoctrinate you, to brainwash you into a mindless robot which they can absolutely control. The cultural Marxist agenda. They're shills. They're placed specifically on YouTube in order to infiltrate your mind and shape your opinion. And most of it is anti-white. Built on shame, built on guilt, so that you will turn against yourself. It's brilliantly constructed. It's designed to turn women against men, men against women, every race against every other race, mainly every race against the white Western race. And who will emerge victors? The Chosenites always win. They're the only ones that benefited from just the recent, talking about recent history, the last 2 world wars. The only people who benefited from it. They started it, and they ended it in their own favor. And it's all psychological. It goes right back to Freud. It's a absolutely racist movement, and it's racist against you if you are a non-Chosenite. The goal is to take over the globe. It's always been for hundreds and hundreds of years. The Chosenites own it all. And that's what's happening. In case you don't understand why your world has changed so much, even in the last 40 years, 30 years, 20 years, 10 years. That is the reason. Chosenites want to eliminate you as conspiratorial as that sounds and as outlandish as that sounds. It's happening right in front of your eyes. All you have to do is open your eyes. And what I'm trying to do here on this channel, I think my biggest obligation is to open your eyes. But for those of us who are not shrills, who are not stooges for the Chosenites, for us it's very difficult to be heard. They make it very difficult on purpose. For us it's very difficult to get our word out there, and it's going to become impossible unless you make a difference. So it's just want to send up my thank you. You know who you are. And a few of you have been extremely generous, and makes me feel great. Makes me feel obligated to do more content for you. I don't know what's gonna be in the future. I don't know what direction to take exactly, but let's just take it one day at a time and see what happens. As you know, along with everyone else, you know, I've got some things going on in my personal life, and that has to be taken care of. Oh, I've been doing quite a few sessions with you guys, counseling sessions, and it's been very satisfying for me, and I hope it was satisfying for I think I made a difference for you guys. It's a very efficient way of getting you to see your situation from a different perspective, and to get it from somebody who's gonna punch you right in the face with reality. And that's something that you're not gonna get anywhere else. You're not gonna get that from a $200 an hour psychotherapist. I have an ability to see detail and also see the overall picture of where you're at, and I can do that very quickly, and that's exactly what you're looking for. So I go into the details, and then I go into something that is absolutely comprehensive, everything that's included in your life. So you've got the two extremes, and that's why I can arrive at a direction for you, and if you follow my advice, I think you're going to do very well. So anybody out there that needs to clarify your life, clarify your situation, clarify your decision making, help with that, don't hesitate to send me an email. All the information is below each video. You want to get the bird's eye perspective on your life and the direction you're going in. Most of the time it's the wrong direction you're going in, but you cannot see it yourself because you're too close to your own self-awareness, and you cannot see the overall perspective. And it's a matter of pointing you in a different direction, in the direction where you're going to be efficient in reaching your goals and not waste your time in futility and destructive behaviors. It's a matter of making you understand the situation that you're in. And sometimes it's going to be a view that you don't want to hear and you don't want to see. But if you don't take that direction, you're going to be mired in misery and destruction. It's as simple as that. And you're going to waste a lot of time. You're going to waste years of your life. And you're going to be looking for things in all the wrong places, wasting time, wasting your life, wasting your life. And you're going to wake up 10, 20, 30 years later and said, oh my God, I wish somebody would have just told me these simple tips, that I was barking up the wrong tree, looking for love in the wrong places, trying to love the wrong person, suffering in the wrong career, and not seeing who truly is in charge and who truly is in control of you. It's all has to do with awareness. So all I provide is awareness. But that's a big thing. It's a very big thing. An important one. It's kind of a metaphor for a relationship with a woman. I laugh, but there's nothing to laugh about. It's the absolute truth. It's designed along the exact same principles as any relationship with a woman. Cultural Marxism, Marxism in general, economic Marxism, white genocide, moral degradation, on-demand abortions, mass abortions, open borders, the transplanting of incompatible cultures, societies, the displacement and the denigration of native populations. You have to understand where all it comes from. And more importantly, who's doing it to you, to the world. Cultural subversion is all designed along the same lines as what defines a relationship with a woman. This is why this is so important, in case you're wondering where feminism came from and what its purpose is. I cannot talk about relationships, female and male nature, relationship dynamics, without giving you where all the issues emanate from and what the reason is. The reason is political. It's designed to accomplish a specific purpose by specific individuals, a specific group of individuals. You have to understand, and I hope that you can be discerning enough at this point to realize that something like feminism was not invented by women, has nothing to do with women. Women are simply the useful idiots, the pawns, the accomplices used for a much greater purpose, for a much greater agenda. And this is not out in the open. It's done surreptitiously. It's done in an extremely and constant deceptive way. And it's done gradually, insidiously, as to not be conspicuous and immediately detected. And it's crucial for it not to be detected by the uneducated, by the naive, by the unaware. That's why they're trying to keep you stupid. They're not telling you the information. And before you know it, you've just boiled to death. And this is a great segue into my next lecture, which is coming up right away, which will deal with behavior, psychology, personality types, and relationships, female and male nature. You will see the next lecture almost immediately because I already have the material. I was going to make one video. There's so much material that I spoke on that it became 2, 3, or maybe more videos. So I think I have the next one done fairly quickly. So stand by. And thank you for listening as always.